Nowadays, with the help of the internet, we are having the digital cash transfer. So you explore new and new things. So when we are confronted with a research problem, we try to explore the solutions for the problem. It can be a part of the larger reflective ongoing process that includes research, analysis and action. Hello my dear students, I am Purnima, faculty in the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. I welcome you all to this session. In this session 6, we will be having a discussion on what are research problems. Now, what is a research problem? How do you define a research problem? A research problem is a statement that addresses a gap in knowledge, challenge or contradiction in your field. Scientists use research problems to identify and define the aim of their study and analysis. Now, when we are into the research, so we should first define what is the research problem. So, how do you define a research problem? It is a statement that addresses a gap in the knowledge. So, there are a lot of research going on or all around us, and this research, there are certain gaps, there are certain aspects of that topic which are not covered. So, a research problem means you are identifying the gaps in that particular topic of research. So, there is a gap in the knowledge, challenge or contradiction in your field. Now, suppose there is a contradiction. So, we say that the statement what we are doing in our research is contradicted by somebody else, then that becomes a research problem. So, scientists use research problems to identify and define the aim of the study and analysis. So, usually when we are confronted with a scientific problem, for example, the scientists had to work for day and night to find a vaccine for corona. So, this is one of the most important latest examples of research problem. For example, the scientists are always still doing research to find out a vaccine against cancer. There are so many other diseases against which the scientists are trying to find a vaccine, and this becomes a research problem. Then, you may decide to conduct research based on a problem if you are interested in contributing a social or scientific change or adding additional knowledge to an existing topic. So, a research problem, so whatever the topic of your research should be based on a problem. If you are interested in contributing to any of the topic of your areas of interest. So, it may be anything, it may be related to accounts, it may be related to stats, or it may be related to any humanities. So, any subject, whatever you want, if you want to make a contribution, you can always do so in the area of interest. A research problem may also help identify key concepts and terms, overarching questions and variables. So, it will help us in identifying the key concepts. So, what are the key concepts of that problem? The terms of the problem, overarching questions, and what are the variables. Then, research problem. What are the characteristics of a research problem? The research problems have various characteristics that are important during the experimental process. So, research problems are very important during the experimental process. So, understanding these aspects of the research problem can help you identify and create your own. Some characteristics include. So, what are the various characteristics of a research problem? Let us have a look here. So, first thing is reflecting on issues or required knowledge in a particular field. So, reflecting on issues. So, what are the issues which are being confronted by the people? For example, there was a lot of rush in the banks before the invention of the ATM. So, in order to just ease the rush in the bank, the ATMs were invented. Then, nowadays, with the help of the internet, we are having the digital cash transfer. So, with the help of digital cash transfer, we are able to address the issue of queues in front of the ATM. So, you should reflect on the issue and then conduct the research or required knowledge in a particular field, relying on evidence and data. So we have to rely on evidence and data. Then being practical and manageable for researchers involved in data collection and analysis. So being practical and manageable for researchers. So we should be practical about the research problem, and then we have to analyze the research problem and get ourselves involved in data collection. Then what are the research problems? Here there are three kinds of research problems that can help you decide on the format to use. So we have the first one, that is the theoretical research problems. Now the theoretical research problems allow you to contribute to the overall information and knowledge in an area of study. So theoretical research problems, it will help us to contribute for the overall information and the area of study, and these kinds of research problems are exploratory and provide basic meaning about the problem's nature or areas of informational gaps. So these research problems are exploratory in nature. What do we mean by exploratory? So you explore new things. So when we are confronted with a research problem, we try to explore the solutions for the problem and provide a basic meaning about the problem's nature and areas of informational gap. So when we try to explore the problem, when we try to explore the solutions, we will be able to know what are the informational gaps in that particular problem. Then theoretical research problems can address contradictions between two or more perspectives or address an unresolved question. So these theoretical research problems, they can address contradictions between two or more perspectives. So whether they will be on a particular subject, there will be a views of different people. So what is the perspective under which they are giving their views, and also these will address an unresolved issue, that is any problems which have to be solved, that can be solved with the help of this theoretical research. And then researchers develop their hypotheses for these problems according to a particular theory, typically stemming from social philosophy. So they have to develop their own hypothesis, and then they have to see what is the solution. Then next type of research problem is the applied research problem. So applied research problems or non-systematic problems involve the practical use of theoretical knowledge, meaning that scholars may use particular theoretical framework to gain information. So in this applied research problems or non-systematic problems, the researchers can make use of the theoretical knowledge. They can make use of the theoretical framework to gain the information. Then it also includes an exploratory hypothesis and test to verify the accuracy of the hypothesis. Social scientists typically use applied research problems in studies where the objective is to provide practical and applicable solutions to help individuals and groups if they encounter challenges. So these applied research problems, they include the exploratory hypothesis and test to verify the accuracy of the hypothesis. Now, if we have to just find a solution to the problem, then we have to create a hypothesis, and then we have to undergo the tests of hypothesis to prove a certain point or to prove a certain issue. Then these research problems, the social scientists typically use the applied research problems in studies where the objective is to provide practical and applicable solutions. So the main objective is to give practical and applicable solutions to help individuals and groups if they encounter challenges. So whatever challenges they encounter, they will be able to find the solutions with the help of applied research problems. Then action research problems. Similar to applied research problems, action research problems also aim to provide solutions for problems but are more time sensitive and immediate. Similar to applied research problems, action research problems also to provide solutions for problems but are more time sensitive and immediate. So we have the three types of research problems. One is the theoretical research, second one is the applied research, third one is the action research problem. Now in this action research problem also, they give solutions, but then it is more time bound and immediate. Action research problems can also be a part of the larger reflective ongoing process that combines research, analysis and action. So it can be a part of the larger reflective ongoing process that includes research, analysis and action. Next, action research problems. Here, the researchers develop and implement a research strategy to create innovative solutions and discoveries as soon as possible. So, the example again I am repeating, the COVID vaccine which the scientists have developed. So, it was a time-bound activity. Actually, it is an action-based research, because once the COVID vaccine was discovered, then they try to admit it, and it has already been administered to almost all the population to safeguard ourselves from the COVID situation. So this is time bound and immediate. For example, an action research problem in education might include finding a solution for a district-wide problem important. So an action research problems are usually time bound and they are almost immediate. I hope you have all followed this session on the various types of research problems. Thank you.